Thanks for joining me for my presentation on how to write new leads for more engagement more quickly. About me really quickly. I have been in the marketing space since 2006. I founded my company, Harbeke Marketing, in 2023. And you can learn more about me and what I'm currently working on at this link here, harbekemarketing.com/about. So when you write to leads, you know what you want to say. My goal for this session is to get you to think more about how you say it to prompt more responses from them more quickly. So here are 7 facets of emails and DMs to your leads to consider. The first is text length. When it comes to how they write to you, are you writing too little versus if they're writing a lot? And conversely, are you writing too much when your lead has only said a little? So think about that. Sometimes that can make a big difference. If they're only saying 1 or 2 sentences and you come back with a tome or a novel, so lots of paragraphs, it can be kind of off-putting, especially to somebody you're just starting to talk to. The second consideration is how prevalent are exclamation marks in messages from your leads. I see them quite a bit. If a lead uses them in, let's say, a fourth or more of their sentences, then when you write back to them, you should strive for that same level, even if you don't normally use them as much in other contexts. And people who use exclamation marks excessively can feel offended if the person writing them back doesn't reciprocate in kind. So in other words, some of these folks can view replies with all sentences that end with periods as having an unnecessarily serious, maybe even getting into the realm of stern tone. Another consideration is the prevalence of emojis. I'm not too big on them in general, especially in business emails, but if my lead uses them, then I will try to use them also, put them in my replies because I want to show that I'm on their level. Next, always strive to match your lead's formatting if you can. For example, is your lead's message just paragraph after paragraph after paragraph? Or are they breaking it up more with single sentence lines or only 2 to 3 sentence paragraphs and or bullets or numbered lists, things like that. Next, if you're replying to your lead's questions, try to keep your answers as concise, which means brief but comprehensive, as possible. So for this, remember that everybody is busy and no one likes to have to read more than they absolutely need to. The next consideration is that if your lead has more than a few questions per email or DM, make sure you thoroughly review and answer them all. And this can be a competitive advantage. If your lead is shopping around for the solution that you offer, not all of your competitors will take the time to do this. And last, I don't see this all the time, so I thought this is an oldie but a goodie. Make sure to employ one of the oldest sales tricks in the book to use your lead's name as often as you can. And it's really true. I've seen this and the evidence is out there. People really do respond more often and more positively when they read or hear their name. And this is another competitive advantage. Not all of your competitors will do this. So what kind of outcomes are possible by using these tips in your communications with leads? When I combine them with what I call a virtual networking first approach, and as it mentions at the bottom, you can learn more about this. I have a whole system, a video course about this on my website. You can go to harbekemarketing.com to learn more about my approach to this. But when I combine these tips here with this approach, I find that 50% plus of cold emails respond to my initial email or DM. Of those, 80% at least book at least one one-on-one call with me. Also, most leads respond to my replies within 2 business days. And then finally, leads who become clients are more likely to book additional work with me and or ask me questions, which gives me the opportunity to maintain a strong relationship with them by answering all their questions. And finally, in this presentation, you've sourced the lead, you're already talking to this person, but on the stage before that, when it comes to trying to source new leads, I have a free resource for you, and the link is in the description. You can go to this website to get my top 5 virtual networking events list for service business leads. And I also have 2 other freebies at this link for you, a website SEO checklist, and more recently, I added a Google Sheet template to track your top LinkedIn post content by week based on the related weekly emails that LinkedIn is sending you. And that's it for this presentation. And if you have any questions or comments, you can email me here. Thank you so much for watching.